Good evening, welcome to the Buck Stops here. I'm Vishnu Shom, and on the program this evening, if exit polls are to be believed, and there is an if in that, then it seems that it's going to be Arvind Kejriwal all the way in Delhi. While NDTV, we've not done an exit poll of our own because the accuracy has been a mixed bag in the past. A poll of polls, an average of 6 exit polls which have been updated in the last little while, clearly shows that the Aam Aadmi Party is likely to form a government in Delhi with 42 seats, the Congress second at this stage with 26, the BJP second at this stage with 26, the Congress obliterated with just 2. What does this mean for Delhi? Has the Modi juggernaut been halted? That's the big question. And here's another detail which is absolutely critical. The voter turnout was 67.08%. Now that's a new record. So let's just run you through the poll of polls at this stage. An average of 6 of these polls which have been coming in on your screen, and it is the Aam Aadmi Party at this stage with 42 seats coming out clearly on top, the BJP at 26, the Congress at just 2, and just look at the voter turnout, and that's really impressive. That's gone up. It's a new record at more than 67%. So all of the polls, in fact, at this stage, we believe are indicating that it's going to be the Aam Aadmi Party which is going to form the government in Delhi by quite a clear margin. It's going to be a simple majority. It's not going to be another hung government type situation. If there were concerns or fears that it's going to be very close and then getting numbers at the end of the day was going to be difficult, then that is not the case. If these exit polls are to be believed, and remember the results come out on Tuesday, then it's going to be the Aam Aadmi Party government quite clearly. Well, the day began slowly. Not many turned up to vote. The Aam Aadmi Party was actually worried about the slow voting, but by the end of the day, very much in line with what the Chief Election Commissioner told NDTV, the voter turnout was very impressive. In fact, by the end of the day, 67.08% of voters had cast their vote.
First came the contenders.
रिश्वतखोरी से, महंगाई से जनता मुक्ति पाना चाहती है, उसके अनुसार जनता वोट करेगी और अंत में जनता की जीत होगी।
सुरक्षित दिल्ली चाहिए, साक्षर दिल्ली चाहिए, स्वच्छ दिल्ली चाहिए, सक्षम दिल्ली चाहिए।
We need set of people, we need the Chief Minister who is successfully able to wade through these complex set of issues and give a good governance to Delhi.
The others followed.
जनता चाहेगा वो होगा. Rahul had once said that there's a lot to learn from the Aam Aadmi Party. I'm sure they have a lot to learn from the Congress Party too.
हम सबका मत हमेशा वही होता है जो पार्टी का मत होता है।
हम लोग ना सिर्फ फाइट में हैं, बाकी सारे सर्वे जो दिखा ही रहे हैं कि हम लोग कहां पर खड़े हैं आज।
Delhi voted a second time in just over a year to elect a new government.
मोदी ने कहा सबके अकाउंट में 15-15 लाख देंगे, आज तक 5 पैसे भी नहीं आए।
यहाँ के लोगों ने मतलब मुद्दों को लेकर बात की है ना, यहाँ पर्सनैलिटी वगैरह भी इतना किसी को मैटर नहीं करता।
As the day warmed up, the voting queues just kept getting longer. So did the waiting time for people to cast their ballot. Aam Aadmi Party chief tweeted that the election commission should intervene.
कुछ पोलिंग स्टेशन से शिकायत आई है कि वहाँ लाइन बहुत ज्यादा लंबी है।
Our instructions are very clear. Nobody should stand more than half an hour, 40 minutes in the queue.
But the day was just warming up. I don't need to say more. What is the mood here? 5 साल Kejriwal versus Congress. आराम से. Okay. So there you are. And the other side of the story is the BJP, which is totally empty. Enthusiastic voters pushing us over. Okay, I hope I haven't started a fight. Soon a political tug of war to woo the voter, or straightforward allegations of wrongdoing.
खाना फ्री 300 रुपया और साथ में धमकियां कि हमें वोट नहीं दोगे तो मारेंगे। ये सुनिए दोबारा।
आप कंप्लेन करेंगे?
हाँ, बोला था 300 रुपया हम पैसे देंगे, 300 रुपया और वोट पे हमको आम आदमी पार्टी पे वोट दीजिए और खाना सारा फ्री, ऐसे बोले।
ये दिखता है आज जो मैं कहती आ रही हूँ, एंटी औरत पार्टी है। अगर आपकी बहन की वजह से कोई हाथ लगाएगा तो मैं देखना चाहती हूँ आप कैसे रिएक्ट करेंगे।
किसी ने भी बदसलूकी की तो आप पुलिस में कंप्लेंट लिखाइए, परंतु इस प्रकार के अनर्गल आरोप चुकल पिछले कई दिन से लगाए जा रहे हैं, उसको बंद करें।
Amid charges and counter-charges, spirit of democracy in Inderlok, a predominantly Muslim neighborhood in central West Delhi. Now, why have you voted for AAP?
just because of that, the promises Kejriwal have done for the nation, or especially for the citizens of Delhi.
Salman, what about you? What attracted you towards the BJP?
BJP, Kiran Bedi.
And
Sadr Bazaar, Mr. Ajay Makhan ji, हमारे best and candidate मुख्यमंत्री.
As Delhi is all set to register yet another high voter turnout, most Delhiites are hoping to get a stable government. NDTV Bureau Report.
All right, let me just introduce you to our big panel this evening, looking at what these exit poll results actually indicate. Ashutosh of the Aam Aadmi Party joins us. Ashutosh, thanks very much for being with us. Vani Tripathi of the BJP, Rashmikant of the Congress with me in the studio, and the senior journalist Shopun Dasgupta as well. We'll come back to them in just a few moments. But today there were other major political developments. The other big story we've been tracking, the unfolding political crisis in Bihar. Now 20 ministers from the Bihar cabinet have now resigned, and Nitish Kumar was today elected as leader of the JDU legislature party at a meeting called by party president Sharad Yadav to replace Jitan Ram Manjhi as chief minister of the state. The meeting, which was dubbed by the defiant Manjhi as being unauthorized, was reportedly attended by 97 out of the 111 JDU MLAs and 37 out of a total of 41 members of the Legislative Council. Manjhi had instead called a meeting of the legislature party in the capacity of being leader of the House on the evening of the 20th of February. The election of Nitish Kumar paves the way for the former chief minister to take over the mantle once again by replacing Manjhi, whom he had handpicked to become the chief minister after he had resigned. The election of Nitish Kumar as the new leader of the party in the House comes nearly 8 months after he resigned as chief minister in May last year in the wake of the party's poor performance in the general election.
राज्यसभा के चुनाव में भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने जो गंदा खेल खेला, वैसा बिहार की राजनीति में होता नहीं था। राज्यसभा के लिए जो चुनाव हो रहे थे, उसमें जिस ढंग से हमारे दल को तोड़ने फोड़ने की और जिस ढंग से खुलेआम पैसे का प्रयोग किया जा रहा था, हमारे सामने वो चुनौती खड़ी हुई।
All right, let's just get a quick reaction from Pawan Verma, the JDU leader. Thank you very much, sir, for being with us. We are told now that just in the last little while, 20 leaders of your party have distanced themselves from Mr. Manjhi. They have endorsed the support for Mr. Nitish Kumar. Is that where it's headed to now? That, I mean, ultimately this is going to be a floor test where all of these people who are supporting Nitish Kumar will vote in favor of him, and therefore your government will be secure?
Vikram, one thing is very clear from the developments today. I think it's amply proven that Mr. Jitan Ram Manjhi has lost the support of the legislative party of which he was earlier the chief minister and still is, of which he was the chief minister. The JDU's legislature party was convened by the president of the party, Mr. Sharad Yadav. The close to 100 MLAs attended. The Congress and the RJD, the CPI have given written letters of support. So this party and with its supporters has an absolute majority in the House. It can form the government, and Mr. Nitish Kumar has chosen to take back the reins of government, which he had earlier given to Mr. Manjhi. For some time now, Vikram,
Vishnu,
the governance story in Bihar was unraveling. It is not what Mr. Nitish Kumar probably expected from Mr. Manjhi, because he had himself chosen him to become the chief minister.
No, but isn't there
there was a politicking going on. I don't wish to say things which may upset the BJP, but their hand in this was very obvious, and their attempt now is to somehow use the current situation to dissolve the assembly.
But isn't
because
there
there is
also
some
a
apprehension in their
constitutional issue,
mind
sir?
that if
Isn't
Mr.
there
Nitish
also
Kumar
a constitutional
returns back
issue?
to guide
The
state
fact that a
and to
letter
get
has
back
been
to
written
good governance,
by Mr. Manjhi to
it
the
may not
governor
bode very well
saying
for
that
them,
the House needs to
for
be, the assembly
assembly
needs to be dissolved.
But the fact of the matter is there is no other choice. The majority,
Mr. Verma,
the
can you hear me?
overwhelming majority of the MLAs have endorsed their support for Mr. Nitish Kumar.
All right, I think that
And
line
to my
to him
mind, he's set
may
to
be
take
dead
back
over
the
here.
chief ministership and guide the state and return it to the path of good governance.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, sir. Can you hear me? All right, I think that line to him has actually gone down. But the basic point that the JDU is making is that they're absolutely secure. A number of these leaders, 20 in total, have actually now endorsed Nitish Kumar, and therefore this may not actually be the crisis that it appeared to be headed to earlier on in the day. Well, we're going to get back to the big story that is Delhi at this stage, and exit poll results indicate that it's going to be the Aam Aadmi Party which is going to be forming the government in the state. 42 to the Aam Aadmi Party in terms of seats, the BJP 26, the Congress 2. Let's just bring in Ashutosh at this stage. Ashutosh, just right off the top, I'm curious to know why in the beginning of the day your party was actually complaining that, look, there is nobody turning out to vote. There were some suggestions that the Aam Aadmi Party was actually worried that the Election Commission was unbiased. So therefore, were you entirely wrong? What were you thinking in the morning? Because by the end of the day, more than 67% of voters turned up in Delhi to vote.
See, Vishnu, first of all, let me clarify that we had never doubted the credentials of Election Commission. We had tremendous respect. What Arvind has said during the day, it's not in the morning, during the day, is around 2 o'clock, 2:30, when we realized that the polling suddenly has become slow. And you know what kind of tactics are involved these days, just to stop Aam Aadmi Party supporters to come and vote for. And that's when we complained. We complained officially to the Election Commission. And Election Commission immediately got into the act, and after 3 o'clock, you see, the speed has again picked up.
Shobhan Dasgupta, was it a mistake for the BJP to actually pitch this election in this massive way, where it was seen to be a Modi versus Kejriwal fight? For right or for wrong, that's how it was interpreted.
Well, the answer depends on the outcome, really. I mean, if the outcome is favourable to the BJP, if it was favourable to the BJP, as your exit polls don't suggest they are likely to be, then you would have said that, this was probably the only method, the same template which had been used for the other assembly elections has been successfully replicated here.
Has the Modi juggernaut been halted? I think that's the question.
No, I think really what we are talking about is that there is a certain fallout from the Lok Sabha elections. I think to that extent, now that the fallout has ended, I think we are back to normal politics, where regional forces, national parties, etc., are going to compete on their own terms for the states.
But this is what the BJP wanted to go beyond,
Yeah,
with
they
the Modi mantra, right?
They wanted to go beyond, and it appears that endeavour has not succeeded.
The wave has ended.
Whether you call it a wave or not, the attempt...
He was unstoppable till now.
He was unstoppable. I still believe that he enjoys the upper hand in national politics, but the attempt to make it into the region, the attempt to replicate that in Delhi hasn't quite worked.
Okay.
So I think it would be foolish on the part of the BJP to actually say that, look, no, Modi has no thing. Yes, there was an attempt to use the charisma and personality of the Prime Minister to win votes and secure a government in Delhi. It didn't work.
Okay.